Welcome friends to my kiln opening. This is a glaze firing I did last night. My kiln is now at 118 degrees. I propped it open at about 140 degrees Fahrenheit just to cool it down a bit more without causing too much shock, and it's safe to handle now. Not too hot, not the top shelf anyway. So, of course, I've seen what's all in there. I don't have a lot in this firing, but I haven't seen the bottom shelf, so we'll see that soon. This is an idea I took from Jean Schroeder, a friend of mine in Arizona. And what you do is you put a piece of jute cord here for hanging. And that's with Georgie's pigments, autumn foliage, and zinc-free clear. So that turned out good. Happy with that. And I used quite a few cookies in case my glaze was going to run. So, what happens? Got such sharp on it, I'll have to grind them. Alright, I'm starting to get mugs the shape I want and getting close to the right height. This one's not too bad actually. And this is with Amico glazes. This one is tourmaline. This one is their snow, Celadon snow. And this is ancient jasper, just one coat along the top. I think next time though, I'll bring the tourmaline down a little more. That's a really pretty color. And I'll use tourmaline on the inside instead of the snow. But still, it's lovely. So this was a cone 6 firing. I got a little bit, with a 5-minute hold, a little bit hotter than I'd hoped for, but everything so far seems to be fine. I'm still working on adjusting my kiln. I just bought it in July, so still fairly new. This is a glaze. This copper glaze here is really popular with us potters who like Amico glazes. I didn't get too many crystals, but it's still beautiful. It might be because I had a hold and a slow cool, which apparently copper doesn't like. Oh, nice drip there. Just missed hitting the bottom. Lucky for me. Anyway, it would have hit my cookie. So this is ancient copper, 3 coats, and this is 4 coats of the textured turquoise, and on the inside the textured turquoise, which if you don't get enough of that on, it turns out to be more this olivey green. And I hear the copper still is pinging. I've been told it pings sometimes for a week or so. But no, it looks good. I'm happy with that. And I'm happy with the size. And the shape. Some cookies. And this here is a dish, of course, tray, whatever you want to call it, using underglaze transfers. I had, this is of the sea. I had a bit of, I'm fairly new with working with them, and a little bit of smudging, but with that zinc-free clear glaze on there, that's by Georgie's, it gave a lovely finish. Nice and clear. White clay, so I didn't need to put anything else in here, just the clay shows through. Okay, that's my first half shelf. Oh, this turns, oh wow, this is really quite nice. Didn't get a close-up look at this yet. Wow, this is Mako glazes now, except for the owls. The owls I did, like I did similar to that heart, where I'm using Georgie's autumn foliage and zinc-free clear on it. And then this is birch, Mako birch, 3 times 3 times the birch, and then Mako cordovan 3 times all the way up, from here up, so it's over top of the birch, and then one more time I put here because I felt it was thin, but it sure turned out nice, so I'm glad I went with that, maybe that extra 4th coat. I just didn't want to do 4 up here because I thought it might be a bit too much. I like the blue. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know if I was giving... I didn't look at the camera if I was hiding it when I was showing, but cordovan over the birch, and then this is birch. A little bit of a smaller mug, but cute. Cute though. These I made a little press mold out of a piece of jewelry I had. This is Amico Storm Celadon. Boy, I sure like it with texture. I use a textured roller there. Then I do just plain, and that's with most of the Celadons. You need the texture to really show the beauty of their glazes. Nice. Most of these pieces are going in my sale tomorrow. I'm doing a market sale in Coaldale, Alberta from 5 to 9. And it's at the community center. Oh, bit of weight on that one. So this is Ancient Jasper, 3 coats, Amico. It's the first time I've used it, just Ancient Jasper. It's recommended to the little chip and dip small tray dish on red clay, and so it's like a little horse in there. So it's kind of a khaki looking color with a little bit of rust. I was hoping for a bigger dish, but I'm just learning to pull this form. Got some tips from my friend Karen at my guild. And plus she's going to give us a little demo throwing session next month, so hopefully that will help there. But the individual size is nice too. Okay, so here was my concern. Stuck to the cookie. But I don't think it's a big deal because I don't see where glaze has dripped. So it might just be... Oh, there we go. Might have had something on the bottom that I didn't clear off. Anyway, it's a lovely little blue bowl. I don't know if you can see the inside. The inside is a over top. Well, first I've got, oh shoot, what glaze was that? I left my notebook upstairs. Indigo Float, I believe. Yes, Indigo Float. And then this one is, so that is 3 times Amico. And this outside is a crystal glaze from Mako, and it's called Shipwreck. I did 2 coats of that. But it's not really a lot of contrast, it's very subtle. I like this run here. I think next time I might try the Shipwreck on something that gives more of a contrast. Pretty none the same. Okay, so put these cookies away. I've got 2 shelves to pull out. The higher one first. Still a bit warm. Oh, interesting. Let's get the next one. Ooh. I think it's a win on all of them. let's do this one first. Isn't that beautiful? This is the same combination as on the owl, only it's on red clay. So now I'm not seeing the blues. So you've got Mako glazes, birch, and cordovan. The cordovan over the birch. 3 of each, and 3 or 4 here, I'm not sure. Well, 3 of this one for sure, and then for sure 3 over it. I might have done a 4th of the cordovan. I'd have to check my notes. I love that. Look at that. Beautiful. I've been using all brush-on glazes. Another win. Ooh, oh. Texture turquoise on red clay, yum. Wow. I will definitely do that again. So I was trying to use up my red clay because I didn't want to get my new wheel too dirty, but after seeing some of these pieces, I think I'm in love with red clay again. Look at the lines in here. Lovely. Very nice. It's funny, for red clay, how dark it goes here, but yeah, here where maybe it was more protected by the shelf, it's a little bit more red than this edge. This edge is lovely though. Okay, very nice. This snow glaze and wasabi, both Celadon, 3 coats of each. And so of course the little bit of a white drip there. Looks like I missed it, but really what happened was the white went over, and you can see that when you look at it in person. Anyway, with the Celadon, so it's lovely in the recessed areas. Indigo float coming up on red clay. Gorgeous. I love it. It's a bit heavy. I need to learn to throw these a little better, but lovely all the same. I love red clay. Okay. This is Storm Celadon times 3 and seaweed times 2. Seaweed can be a bit of a runner, so I was only bringing the seaweed down this far. I think I could have used a little more of something though. I was going for a look on an old cup that I couldn't find my notes for, and didn't quite get there, I don't think. It's pretty, but it's, yeah. And my last piece, I've been saving the best for last. I'm hoping it turned out. It is a turtle mug. And this is with blue rutile times 3. Which is nice because you can see the texture. And then I did a white back on the turtle, just times 1 on the turtle. So it's basically just the clay and sitting darker in the cracks. Lovely. This was a hand-built mug. Well, thank you for watching. We'll see you again.